right. Get my light right here. This is The Americans season 2 episode 4. If it's not, it will be in the description. I do that much right, I know. So Stan, one of the coldest characters ever, finally breaks down and spills his guts. Does that mean the same thing? Breaks down? Well, no, that's different things. Apologize. So he breaks down and spills his guts to Philip about his relationship with the Russian woman, but of course he doesn't go into detail about it. Yeah, he breaks down. Can't say that I'm damn. I don't know where I stand on that just yet. Of course, I'm waiting to see how this plays out. I mean, I guess it was. I guess anything could be troubling because he feels. I'm trying to put words in that character's mouth instead of just watching the show and seeing how the character acts. I've seen how the character's acting. I think that's taking away some of the enjoyment of the series, but it's still light years above a lot of things I've watched. So I won't say it's a horrible thing, but I'm pretty much my own worst enemy in this situation. But now let me try and get back to the show. Yeah, so Stan's character breaks down and tells Philip everything. Well, as much as he can, or much as he feels he can give up. Of course, Philip, being the good spy, is there for wait. He's there to be a friend. I'm searching for the words. He's there to be a friend. I guess I can move on from that. Well, that's a tie-in. It's not necessarily a tie-in, but it's now the Russian woman that Phillips fell in love with, air quotes. I don't think it's sincere. Being honest with myself, I don't think the reason I said air quotes is I don't think it's sincere. This is I lazy. It might be. I might be lazy. I don't think it's a sincere feeling. Could be wrong. I don't know. But her situation has become more interesting as well because there's an individual at the embassy who's, of course, what is the word? I don't want to misuse it, but he's got family in high-ranking positions within the organization, the Russian organization, so it allows him to just do whatever he wants, basically. And he's so curious in the ongoings of this young lady. I think he wants to smash her, as the kids say, but he's trying to gather more information, which is probably it's the best thing you can do if you want to have all the leverage or control in a relationship instead of having an organic interaction with another human being. You want to be in control and know what the other person's going to do instead of figuring it out organically or naturally. Okay, I think I'm diverting a little bit there, but yeah, him being nosy is going to make her situation a lot more interesting because any feelings that she may have for Stan now, she has to hide those, along with being this double agent herself. So that's going to play out. I'm smiling because that's going to be super interesting to see how that plays out. Now, what else happens in this episode? Oh, their daughter, Elizabeth and Philip, the two main characters, man, their daughter it's getting worse and worse with every episode almost. I mean, like I said in the last video I put up, I just don't know if it's such a weird way to rebel against your parents. I mean, it seems like she's just searching for something, which I can believe. I can follow that. Now, I know at a certain age, you just want to be part of something. I know that feeling. You just want to be a part of something. You don't want to be left out. You want to have people who you feel understand you. I can understand that completely, but she's joined a cult basically. Well, I don't want to throw that out there without having all the information. But it's a church group. Maybe it's not a cult. I don't know. Seems like it's a cult. I'm laughing because the consequences could be so great. I mean, Colts don't have the best track record, right? Drinking Kool-Aid and things of that nature. Anyway, yeah, she's off doing that. The son, of course, almost non-existent so far. What else happens? Phillips. You think I would know what that character's position is in the show by now? But his second wife, she's I guess he's only with her to get information, which makes sense. I realized something about her. The relationship they're in is doesn't have a backbone. It's almost non-existent. I mean, they're married, they're in a relationship, but he only comes by like what a couple times a week, probably. Like, what? What is that about? He's like I said, he's done such a good job of reeling her in by having so much information on her and creating leverage and creating a perfect person or the ideal person for her. She's fallen head over heels in love with this guy, right? But that he's in a situation. They have a mission, of course, to take care of in this particular episode, and he has to get out of spending time with her. So that's gonna make her irrational. I mean, she's coming home to herself. She's getting drunk, and we're not getting she's getting drunk, but she's getting a little tipsy off wine, and now she's gonna start thinking irrationally and do a whole bunch of weird and wild stuff. Just see how it plays out. It's not gonna be good for Philip. But there's some other events that happen in this episode that aren't good for Philip or Elizabeth. These characters. So what else happens in this episode? Talked about Stan a little bit. I talked about their daughter. Oh God, probably the biggest thing of all. Their old handler, the two main characters, their old handler, she comes back into the picture, and she's asking for a favor. I need you to figure out who killed the other two agents and their daughter and left the son alive. Well, I need to figure out who killed those three. But the agency or the bureau, whatever they call it, I guess they call it the group. What that side can't know that we're doing this. Okay, so they're doing it without any support. And wouldn't you know, they get into probably a not deserved, a well needed fight scene. I mean, they haven't gotten to a good fight scene in a couple episodes. I mean, I come accustomed to it from the beginning of the series. It was like family stuff, spy stuff, fight scene, perfect recipe. And then they kind of like switched it up a little bit. It was like family stuff, spy stuff. Then it was like spy stuff. It was like family stuff. Now they brought back the fight scene, which I'm happy to see. They wind up losing the person that they were trying to capture. Oh man, that's going to be interesting as well. But I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna take a guess. Here. I usually don't do this. I'm gonna take a guess. The two people that they were fighting, which also happens to be a man and woman, I'm assuming happen to be working for the agency as well, and their old handler probably set those two up to the same thing as she did these two. Just a guess. Following their previous track record. Just a guess. See how that plays out. Of course, the next episode. I almost want to watch the next episode, but I got other stuff to do. Why not? Right? You only live once, and I gotta enjoy it. So what's happening in this episode? What else happens in this episode? Talking a little too fast. What else happens in this episode? Talked about the daughter. Talked about Phil and Elizabeth. Talked about Stan. Talked about Phil's the girl or wife. I talked about the main mission. I still have to admit, I still leave a lot on the table. I mean, but it's up to somebody to go out and watch the episode for themselves. I mean, I hate to sound so crude, but I've made it clear several times. I do these videos because one, it's fun to It is a form of venting. It's fun to vent what I've just watched or go over what I just watched. Secondly, it helps me with my speech. Can't tell through any other episodes. Sometimes I stumble and bumble. Sometimes I talk too fast. And sometimes I have trouble searching for the correct word or the word I think fits the situation the best. This helps. So, if you like me doing that, go check out some of my other videos. I've got Breaking Bad. I've got Futurama. I've got Mandalorian, which I don't like. Miniseries Chernobyl. Godfather in Harlem. I've got a few movies as well I've sprinkled in there. So go check those out and subscribe. Now, every episode I made it a habit at this point. I'm going to show people how to subscribe. You know, change your lives here. I was trying to find something funny to put behind it, but I don't think any of that's ever funny. Just take your finger and just, you're subscribed. And now I'm going to end the video.